Okay, might as well start. My name is Vanessa. Yeah, me and my partner, we moved out in the country over a year ago now, and it's been really chaotic ever since. And I've always really liked gardening. I've always liked anything like sustainability, or at least I've always for a bit, and I would always think about it. And I'm like, okay, I have to make it perfect. I have to make it, like really eye catching. And no, I don't have to do any of that. I can just be myself and take videos of whatever I feel like and not make it hard for myself. Just like, you know, press record and start from somewhere. So that's what I'm trying to do today. At least I try to put you guys in front of the view. Well, I know the house is like in the way, but yeah, it's on the property's on about like 1.75 acres. So for me, this is like a dream that I didn't think I would have at this point in my life. But there's a lot of things that led like that set us up to be in this position, and I'm super grateful. So we like 1.75 acres. I don't know. Acres is it's decent. It's like it's enough for what I want to do to fulfill all my homestead gardening dreams for sure in the future. And I am not even close to any of that right now. But it's nice to know that the property's here, the land is here. Yeah, so I'm just documenting all that, and I hope that if you want to like subscribe and join in all the fun, you know. It's so cringe. It's okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's cool. But yeah, I feel like I don't hear too many YouTubers talk about like other content creators that they enjoy watching, or maybe I'm not listening. But I recently I've subscribed to these creators for like many years at this point. But I've always liked like I mentioned before, Emily Ewing. I like her type of chill vibes. She like posts sometimes. Well, it's like more food related content, but she's just chill. Like I like the way that she does a lot of long form content too, and it's just very like soothing and calming. And I just found recently this, I don't even know her name, but her I just found it like a couple of days ago. Her channel, it was like a collaboration between both her channels, and it was a long form garden vloggy style of content, like whatever she was doing in the garden at the time, or like going to a garden center or something. But I think the channel I subscribed to was called Cozy Plant Lady, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, like I love those types of videos, and I feel like it's a super niche place on YouTube, especially like because it's long form content. It's not going to be popular, but I really like that kind of stuff. I'm gonna have to figure out how to edit anyway. So, I also really like Amy Lucas. A couple of these creators are like vegan and into like sustainability and like care about the environment. Like I enjoy that kind of stuff. Trying to think of what I've been watching lately, but I don't know. I just like that calm vibe, and I would love for my videos to be something like that at least. I don't know. Anyway, I think that was a decent intro, maybe. We'll see. So I might as well list out the things I would love to do today, and I can show them later if I can walk around with the camera. I'd love to plant the pepper plants and like watermelon that I got out of greenhouse. I have a lot of soil to move in the front to move it to like the backyard and for the garden. They're not garden beds. It's actually right here. You know what? I might have to like explain later. But there's a lot of garden tasks, and I'm super overwhelmed with the amount of things to do. And I think I'm at the point where like there's so much to do that I don't know where to start. So maybe I'll just have to list a couple things out and make it clear where I can start and do something instead of just sitting here. But I'm eating my breakfast, so I'll go do a compost walk first. Maybe bring the compost. I don't know if I'm like properly in frame. It would be crazy if I wasn't in frame right now because I didn't bother to check. Like that would be really funny. I've been talking for a while, but if I am in frame and you can see where I'm pointing, like that pile of wood and that giant pile of dirt there, I figured I need to make a compost pile. Oh yeah, we did make one. We started one just behind that huge pile of dirt, and I should probably go walk all of our kitchen compost there, and bring out my cats, because you know I take them out so they can come and hang out and not be depressed inside once in a while. I have 3 cats. So I can start with that, and then from there I will figure out where I'm going to plant the watermelon and the pepper plants. And then it's because there's okay, you know what? That's a good start. That's enough. That's it. So I'm just going to finish this and go. Okay. While I have the camera on me, this is the side of the house, and there's a bunch of weeds, as you can see. I made these kind of like makeshift ghetto steps with the additional material that we had left from the house build. So they're like I don't know. And it rained super heavily the other day. This is all just me. Like I dug for hours, placing these heavy brick type of things. Like they were used to make the columns, a column or two of the house. Like not like a foundational column, more like a, I don't know what you call them. Like anyhow, we had a bunch of extras, and I thought since this is super sloped and it's hard to walk up and down, I figured okay, I'll like make some steps, but they're too narrow. So like my hand is not, I'm like 5'7", you know, I don't have the biggest hand, and my foot it's made for little children, but I still think it's helpful, and I already put it there and I'm not taking it out, and that's too bad. But anyway, I believe my partner is putting our cats outside. I'm gonna go walk the compost to the back over there. And I figured after I would plant my watermelons in this, but I'd have to do a bunch of work to, to make this somewhere I can plant anything. I figured it'd be fun if I planted the watermelons kind of over here. I'd have to add a bunch of Huey of soil, which I have to like, which I have to bring from the front of the house. So we have a wheelbarrow for my mom that we're borrowing. Anyway, a lot of manual labor, but I figured I could plant the watermelons here. Oh, and then they would grow down this way. Hi, me for the future. Just wanted to pop in and explain what is happening in this clip, um, because I was trying to explain in the last clip, but I I guess I wasn't awake early enough to film that part before the neighbors. But oh, that's my cat. That's my buddy. Yeah. So for the log bed, I ended up doing the first tier, what you can see right there. Those little those little plants flying away and getting murdered by the wind are my pepper plants. Um, yeah, they were really struggling at that point, but they're still here, they're still alive, so I guess it just made them more resilient. Um, but anyway, in the next 10 to 15 minutes, it's just me building the log beds, the log garden, I guess if you want to call it. I ended up making 3 tiers or 3 levels for the beds, and all I did, like what you see me doing here, is just digging up a little bit deeper into the ground to kind of squish in the logs so they're more stable. And I ended up doing all 3 tiers on my own, just kind of lugging all the logs from the deck area to and that's not safe. Probably don't do that. Um, but ended up taking me, I think, at least just for this part. This is just the second tier that I was making. I think around 2.5 hours. So that was okay. It was just super windy. That's why I'm wearing glasses. And it's super hot. But I had a good time making this. I'm pretty satisfied with how it looks so far. And yeah, enjoy the rest.